Greetings, friends. Survival Doc here. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the U.S. underground economy. I don't have to tell you that taxes have soared over the years, from local, county, state, and of course, greedy Big Brother. Taxes have increased at all levels. Jobs have been sent offshore. International bankers have used corrupt government officials to seize much of America's wealth, and things just keep getting worse. Gerald Celente of Trends Research Journal recently said that he believes that the summer of 2010 is going to be known as the Summer of Terror, as hyperinflation resulting from massive government debt and money creation begins to show its ugly head. In this video, I am going to explain some ways that you can avoid paying at least some of your taxes. Ways that many Americans who have been operating in the underground economy have been using for years. Today, for many Americans, this has quite literally become a matter of survival. First of all, I must tell you that I'm not going to advocate doing anything illegal. If I did that, I would risk being arrested and you would probably never hear from me again. It is true that many Americans operating in the underground economy refuse to accept anything but cash so that they can underreport their income and thus avoid paying taxes. If you want to do that, realize that we are already living in a police state. And as the economic outlook continues to worsen, as it most assuredly will, the government will stop at nothing when it comes to stealing everything that you have. And so you may risk the severest of retributions if you get caught. Instead, today I'm going to talk about how you can legally avoid paying many sales taxes. In these hard economic times, many people are living hand to mouth. Many people have to spend every dollar that they make on the everyday things they need to survive. That's why sales taxes are a much harder burden on the poor and the middle class than on the rich. Because the poor and the middle class do not have the option of saving or investing a large part of their income. They have to spend it. Sales taxes are already 8 to 10% in many locations, and they are going up every year. Unless you are rich, this is a significant part of your income. Additionally, the government is expected to eventually establish a VAT, or value-added tax, which is imposed on manufacturers. But consumers will still have to pay the VAT tax because it will be reflected in higher costs for the goods that we purchase. In addition, as the runaway central government continues to create money out of thin air to pay its obligations and to enrich the cronies who have seized control over the Fed, you can be sure that inflation will continue to worsen, and hyperinflation is most assuredly on its way. As I have explained in detail in previous videos, inflation is nothing more than an insidious, hidden tax, which affects the poor and the middle class the most. Again, because these groups have to pay a larger percentage of their money for the everyday goods that they need to survive. So how can you legally avoid paying these taxes? By buying and selling in the underground economy whenever possible. The economy which the government has not yet figured out how to tax. This means sometimes buying used items rather than new items. When you purchase an item from another individual, at a garage sale for example, or from a listing such as Craigslist, you are buying something that was purchased at yesterday's prices. The tax has already been paid when the item was purchased new. The item was also purchased before any VAT tax was established, and at a time when the dollar would buy more. Don't underestimate this latter point, because in the very near future we will be living in a hyperinflationary environment, which is the reason I decided to make this video. Admittedly, the items that you can buy at garage sales are limited. In fact, I rarely bother with garage sales myself, because since the price of gas has gone up, and you can be sure that it will continue going up, it is often not worth the gas to drive from sale to sale. And my time is also important to me. But one type of sale that is worth the time and gas is estate sales. Estate sales are held inside the house, and so they are not seasonal like garage sales. You will find them on any weekend throughout the year. Furthermore, everything in the house is for sale. From the attic to the basement, You will find pantry items along with kitchen items. You will find tools in the basement, garden equipment in the garage and shed. You will find furniture in every room of the house, clothes and shoes in the closets, and you will find just about everything else throughout the house. So what kinds of items do you see at estate sales? Every item that you might find in someone's house, which is just about everything that you need. You can also sometimes avoid paying taxes by buying locally grown foods direct from the growers who sell at the side of the road. You are also helping your local farmers and neighbors. If you have fruit trees or a garden yourself and grow some of your own food, you can also sell your excess produce. Perhaps you have a skill or a service that others need, or you make something that you can sell to others. This is all a part of the underground economy in the United States. Remember, we are all in this together. This is Survival Doc, reminding you, be prepared or be prepared to be fleeced.